Hi, I'm Dr. Juricic. I'm a low vision optometrist in Toronto, Canada. And what I'm going to be talking to you about today is a special testing kit that you can actually have done to evaluate if you're at risk of developing macular degeneration. And this is for someone who already has a family member who you know has macular degeneration, and you're concerned if possibly you'll develop macular degeneration as well. So what I have here is the Macula Risk testing kit, and it comes from Arctic DX. And when you get the kit, it's going to come with an envelope, a return envelope that has a stamp on it, as well as the kit itself. And it will have two sterile cytology brushes in here. Those are going to be used to take a swab of the inside of your mouth. And I'm actually of the inside cheek. I'm going to do it today so you know exactly how to do it yourself. It'll have a sterile biohazard bag that you'll be putting everything back in. There'll be a barcode label sheet that there's instructions of how to actually process that barcode label sheet, as well as a patient information leaflet. So when you open up this DNA collection kit, you'll actually have everything sealed in a bag like this. Inside, you're also going to get an information package about macular degeneration. You're also going to get the test requisition form that you're going to need to fill out and the details of how to fill it out. And inside, there are also some barcode labels. So all of this will be found inside your kit. So when you're ready to take the test, make sure you wash your hands. If you're doing it yourself, you can definitely wash your hands and not use gloves. If you're planning on doing this test on a loved one, then we recommend putting on a pair of gloves when you're doing the testing, so you're not transferring any of your DNA onto the testing kit itself. So I'm opening up my package. I've already washed my hands. Inside, you're going to get those two sterile cytology brushes. So it's almost like a swab that you're going to be getting two of them. So I'm going to also pull out the biohazard bag that's in here, because that's what you're going to be putting the sample in, and you're going to be sealing everything in this bag itself. So with this, I'm going to read the instructions so that way you can hear how to do it yourself. So with the DNA collection process, you have to ensure that you, the patient, has avoided any food or coffee for 30 minutes before you take that cheek cell swab. You want to be assisting the person in taking the cheek cell collection process. Wear examination gloves, as I said, to avoid any contamination. Unless you're doing your own collection yourself, then the gloves are optional. Remove one swab from its sleeve, ensuring that the sleeve remains intact, so it's only open on one end. And that's because you're going to be reinserting that swab back into that special sleeve. You want to collect the cheek cells by brushing firmly with the swab 20 times over the entire inside surface of one cheek. Avoid the gum line. Wave the swab gently in the air to dry it. Place the dried swab brush end down back into that original sleeve that's still intact and was open on one side. Repeat the procedure on the other cheek using the second swab. So we're going to be taking two swabs with those sterile brushes. One is going to be used for one cheek. The other you're going to be using for the other cheek. So once you've done that, you're going to be adhering the first and second barcode label that was on that special sheet from the barcode label sheet to the top left corner of the white and yellow copies of the test requisition form. So remember, we had the test requisition form here, and there's going to be the white copy up here, and also the yellow copy over here. And then you're going to complete the patient name, so your patient information, date of birth as indicated on the third and fourth barcode label from the barcode label sheet. Adhere the completed third and fourth barcode label to the outside of each swab sleeve. Place both labeled swab sleeves into the biohazard bag and seal it. make sure to complete your information on this requisition form. You're going to be attaching all of this into the requisition, into the actual envelope that has a stamp in it. And there is going to be the one copy that you get to keep for yourself. So we'll let you know about that as we fill this out for you as well with all the information we send you. So to do the test, I'm going to move my things here to the side. I have my biohazard bag that's ready. I have my barcode labels that are ready. Now I haven't had any food or drink. I haven't had my coffee. It was about 2 hours ago, so it's safe for me to do it. I've opened up the sleeve on one side, just enough that I'm going to be able to take out the sterile cytology brush. I'm going to now put it inside my mouth, and I'm going to be swabbing the inside of my cheek for 20 seconds. That should be 20 seconds. I'm now going to just wave it in the air so I can air dry it. I'm going to be putting that swab now back into the original pouch where the brush is being put further down into it, and where I was holding is on the at the upper part that I had open. And so remember, I have to actually put the third and fourth label that will have my name and my date of birth, and I'm going to be placing that label that's been with all my information on the outside of one of these swabs. I'm going to do that right now. You're going to do the same thing on the other cheek. You'll put the sterile brush back into this. Once you've done both, you've put the label on here, you're going to put both of these into the biohazard bag, and you're going to actually seal the bag. You're going to make sure you've completed the information on this. You're going to put everything, and remember the barcodes are on the sheet as well. You're going to place everything in this pouch that's been labeled, and there's a return label to a Toronto address. The stamp has already been put on it. You're going to put it in here. The lab will actually send off your results to the lab to get analyzed. It does take quite a few weeks to get the results. Once the results have been processed, we'll be able to get that information to you, and then you'll know, are you at risk of macular degeneration or not? If you are at risk, what level of risk are you at? And then we can talk about various changes in your diet, possibly taking supplements, making sure you're protecting yourself from the sunlight. That are all ways to hopefully prevent any changes that could possibly lead to that macular degeneration. Thank you so much.